So basically, this example one of translations is a three-step process. The first thing that we always have to do is graph the pre-image using these coordinates. Then, after we have our pre-image, we always need to graph whatever the translation is or transformation is. In this case, it's a translation. They want us to go 2 units right and 5 units down. Finally, they want us to write the coordinates of the new image's coordinates, and we'll label those as prime. So let's begin to graph the first image, the pre-imaged. J is at -3, 4. But first, let's label and number our x's. So again, the first point is J -3. So I'll start here. I go to the left to -3. So this is my x coordinate. And then I go up to 4. So my first point will be here. Okay. The second point, K, is 1, 3. So again, I start at the origin. I go x to the +1, and then I go up to y to +3. So there is my next point. And I'm going to label this point K, as I should have labeled that J. The final point L is at -4, 1. And again, what that's telling me is that I need to go across and then up and down. So I need to go left and then I need to go up. So I start at the origin, I go left to -4, and then I go up 1. And there's my final point. And I label that L. Okay. So now I have my pre-image. I'm finished with my first step. And so now we'll go ahead to our second step, which is to actually do the translation. So first, I need to figure out what the rule is, which we've already established. And I want to make sure I move this 1 point at a time. So let's start with point J. Point J is here, and I want to move it 2 to the right and 5 down. So I start here, I go 2 to the right, and we go 5 down. 4, 5. So this is the location of my new point, J, and I want to make sure I label it J prime. Next, we need to find the new location of K. So we follow the same steps. We want to slide to the right, 2 spaces, and then slide down 5, 3, 4, 5. And that is the location of K prime. Our last point is L. It was at -4, 1. And we slide this one the same. To the right 2 and down 5. And this is the location of our final point, L prime. So let's review our steps. The first thing we want to do is to graph the pre-image. In this case, it was a triangle JKL. The second step is to move each point, and we have to make sure we move them 1 at a time. So we started with J, it became J prime, K became K prime, and L became L prime. So for each point, X, Y, we slid or translated to the right 2 spaces and down 5 spaces. Our third step is to make sure we label all of our new points as prime using the right symbol. So there's J prime, K prime, and L prime. The final step is to write the coordinates of each new point. So J prime is at -1, 1. because we read from the origin, we go to the left, which is our x, and then we go down our y direction, which is down to -1. K prime is at 3, 2. And finally, L prime is located at -2, 4. -4.